As the sun sets on the planet Arkan, the grand observatory atop its highest peak begins its nightly vigil. Within its glass domes, the stars are studied with a fervor driven by a growing sense of urgency. The young astronomer Zoran, who has spent countless hours mapping the stars, notices something troubling, a pattern in the cosmic data that hints at an impending disaster. Zoran's findings are presented to the Council of Scholars, a group of the most learned minds on Arkan. The council gathers in their grand chamber, surrounded by holographic star maps and ancient texts. The leader of the council, Elder Galvin, listens intently as Zoran speaks, his expression growing more grave with every word. The council is divided. Some believe Zoran's warnings, while others dismiss them as unfounded fears. Meanwhile, Chancellor Draven contemplates the future of Arkan from the solitude of his private chambers. Surrounded by relics of past conquests and the ancient wisdom of his people, he feels the weight of his responsibility. Zoran's warnings have reached his ears, and he knows that action must be taken, but the path forward is fraught with peril. He gazes out over the city, its lights twinkling like the stars above, and makes a decision that will alter the course of history. Beneath the surface of Arkan, in a chamber known only to a select few, a secret meeting takes place. Zoran, Elder Galvin, and other key figures gather to discuss a plan of action. The room is filled with tension as they debate the best course to preserve their knowledge and ensure the survival of their civilization. Galvin, ever the voice of reason, proposes the establishment of a foundation or repository of knowledge that will endure even if Arkan falls. With the council's decision made, preparations for departure begin in earnest. The grand hangars of Arkan are abuzz with activity as sleek, silver ships are ready for their journey. Engineers and technicians work tirelessly, their faces etched with the seriousness of their task. The ships, equipped with the latest in Arkan technology, will carry the seeds of their civilization to a distant star, where they will begin anew. Amidst the chaos of departure preparations, the people of Arkan face a more personal struggle, saying goodbye to loved ones. In homes across the city, families gather for what may be their last night together. The atmosphere is heavy with unspoken fears as parents comfort their children, trying to explain the incomprehensible. The knowledge that they may never return hangs in the air like a dark cloud. But beneath it all, there's a flicker of hope. Before the ships take flight, the Council of Scholars gathers one final time. This meeting, more solemn than any before it, marks the end of an era. Chancellor Draven addresses the council, his voice firm but tinged with sadness. He speaks of the sacrifices that must be made, the lives that will be changed forever, and the hope that their knowledge will one day rebuild what is lost. The council members rise in unison, raising their ceremonial staffs in a gesture of solidarity and resolve. As the first light of dawn breaks over Arkan, the exodus begins. Ships, gleaming in the early morning light, rise from the surface and ascend into the sky. From rooftops and balconies, the people of Arkan watch with mixed emotions: pride, sorrow, and a deep sense of loss. The skies above the city are filled with the bright trails of departing ships, a sight both beautiful and haunting. This is the beginning of the end, but also the start of something new. The journey through space is long and arduous. As the ships leave Arkan behind, the vastness of the galaxy stretches out before them, a reminder of both the dangers and possibilities that lie ahead. Aboard the lead ship, Captain Lyra guides her crew with a steady hand, her eyes fixed on the distant stars. The ship's interior is a hive of activity, with every crew member focused on their tasks, aware that the future of their people rests on their shoulders. After what feels like an eternity, the ships approach their destination, a distant planet, lush with greenery and teeming with potential. As the planet grows larger in the viewport, the crew's weariness gives way to excitement. This new world, untouched and full of promise, will be their new home. For the first time since their departure, hope blossoms in the hearts of the colonists. They may have left Arkan behind, but they carry its legacy with them. The landing is a tense moment, but Captain Lyra and her crew handle it with precision. The ships touch down on the planet's surface, and the colonists step out onto their new world. The air is fresh, the ground firm beneath their feet, and the landscape stretches out before them, wild and untamed. There's a moment of silence as the colonists take in their surroundings, and then, with a deep breath, they begin the work of building their new lives. The first days on the new planet are a flurry of activity. Shelters are erected, supplies are organized, and the foundations of the first buildings are laid. The colonists, though tired, are filled with a sense of purpose. They know that they are not just building a new home, they are building the future. As the structures rise from the ground, so too does their confidence, and with it, the belief that they can succeed. As night falls on the new world, the colony is bathed in the soft glow of artificial lights. The stars above are unfamiliar, but they hold the same sense of wonder and possibility as those over Arkan. Around small campfires, families gather to share a meal, their voices hushed with awe. For the first time since their journey began, they feel a sense of peace. The future is uncertain, but for now, they have found a measure of safety and comfort. But the new world is not without its dangers. A sudden storm sweeps across the colony, its winds howling and rain lashing at the newly built structures. The colonists scramble to secure their homes and protect their supplies, but the storm is fierce and unrelenting. Captain Lyra takes charge, her voice cutting through the chaos as she directs the colonists to safety. The storm tests their resolve, but it also brings them closer together, united in their struggle. When the storm finally passes, the colony is left battered but standing. The colonists emerge from their shelters to assess the damage, their faces grim but determined. There is much work to be done, but the worst is behind them. As the sun rises over the mountains, they begin the task of rebuilding, their spirits unbroken. The storm has forged them into a stronger, more resilient community. While exploring the forest beyond the colony, a group of colonists makes a startling discovery: ancient ruins hidden beneath the dense foliage. The ruins are vast and mysterious, filled with strange symbols and forgotten artifacts. The colonists are both awed and wary, knowing that they have stumbled upon something far older than their civilization. This discovery will change the course of their settlement, raising new questions and offering new opportunities. The discovery of the ruins sparks a fierce debate within the colony. Some believe that the ruins should be studied and preserved, while others argue that they should be left alone. The colony's leaders find themselves at odds, and tensions rise as the debate grows more heated. What began as a disagreement threatens to divide the community, and the future of the colony hangs in the balance. In the end, cooler heads prevail. The leaders of the opposing factions come together to find a compromise, agreeing to study the ruins with caution and respect. The colony's best minds are put to work uncovering the secrets of the past, and the community is once again united in purpose. The crisis has been averted, and the colony emerges stronger, ready to face whatever challenges lie ahead. Deep within the ruins, the colonists uncover an ancient artifact, glowing with a strange, blue light. The artifact is covered in alien symbols, and its energy pulses with a rhythm that seems almost alive. The colonists are both fascinated and wary, knowing that they have found something of immense importance. The artifact holds a message, one that has waited millennia to be discovered. What it reveals will change everything. With the artifact now safely housed in the center of the colony, the colonists gather to celebrate their achievements and prepare for the future. The colony has grown, its people more confident and self-reliant. The ruins are now a site of ongoing research, a symbol of the colony's connection to the past and its hope for the future. As the sun sets on the new world, the colonists look to the horizon with renewed determination, knowing that their journey has only just begun.